Hello. 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 Uh, hello. Hello. Hello from New York. Oh, okay. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Okay. I hope all of you are doing great. Welcome to join our live stream. Today in our tea class, there's a new arrival of Chinese Oolong. It's called a Wuyi road tea. Wuyi road tea. For Wuyi road tea, uh, Wuyi road tea is a general name referring to the oolong from Wuyi Mountain. This Wuyi roti falls into the category of oolong. It's kind of oolong Wuyi roti. The Wuyi roti I want to share with you today. This is a new arrival tea. In Chinese, we call it 雪梨佛手 snow peer Buddha hand, snow peer Buddha hand, 雪梨佛手. From the title of this tea, snow peer Buddha hand, peer here is referring to the very distinctive feature of this 雪梨佛手. Buddha hand. In fact, uh, this is a way to describe the size of the tea leaf. In fact, now this is the dry tea. You may not see it very well. But if you're interested in the fresh leaf, you can go to check our item link. This tea, compared with other Wiro tea, when you receive it, you can compare with other Wiro tea. You may notice that the size of the dry tea is relatively large than other Wiro tea. The fresh leaf, it's a little bit small than my hand. That's why, and because it's shaped like a hand, that's why we call it as Buddha hand. Snow Peer Buddha Hand We Wrote Tea. The title is a little bit is a little bit um, second. I just look at the connection. During our tea class, if you have any questions, please feel free to share now in our comment. Now let me introduce our myself. If that is just new to our tea class, my name is Ita. I'm professional Chinese tea sommelier. Um, mm, um, my name is Ida. I'm a professional Chinese tea sommelier, certified by Chinese Tea Science Society. If you're searching high quality premium Chinese teas and original handcrafted Chinese tea, our tea shop's ready for you. Hi, what music's playing in the background? This is a traditional Chinese music uh, played by two instruments, 古琴 and 箫, 洞箫. As usual, this tea, now I write the title of this tea. Bring recommendation in your comment. From this tea is from I don't have ever have ever tried any yen cha or ever tried any yen cha in your life. Wuyi tea. We wrote tea in our tea shop. So far you have various options. Besides the we wrote tea, we're also selling 素心兰, 大红袍, 肉桂, 梅占. In total, four. In total four we wrote tea. This 佛手雪梨佛手. In fact, uh, uh, among we wrote is this one if you are Chinese beginner the first time to attend our class, you are interested in this tea. This snow pear Buddha hand, I highly recommend to you. Why? Because compared with other we wrote tea, this tea in fact has a relative subtle gentle flavor and taste, especially for its very distinctive uh, pear, snow pear aroma and the flavor. That sounds very interesting. This is our new arrival tea today. When you receive a Chinese tea, as usual, first thing we're gonna look at this tea. This tea is crafted with a traditional way of tea craftsmanship, and besides, for the last step, drying process, this tea, when you try this tea, now this is a dry tea. When you smell it, when you smell the dry tea, you can perceive a subtle baked aroma. But in fact, when you brew this tea, when you drink it, you barely feel this uh, uh, baked. You barely feel this baked. Let's say that this baked scent. uh, this tea is because this tea to because to undergo underscore the very pleasant, delicious snow pear fragrance. This tea, in fact, is crafted with light, medium baking level. Uh, this is something the background about this 围肉 tea 雪梨佛手. This is our new arrival tea, the first time I introduced in our live stream. If you're new to this tea, you are beginner, this tea I highly recommend to you. This tea among we wrote teas, this tea is one of the most uh, the tea with the mildness and the gentleness. Okay, now uh, let's look at one. This tea, the strip is tight, uh, tight. You can see it tight with the beautiful olive uh, brown, light brown, dark color. And you notice that this tea, compared with other Wiro tea, this tea, the size of the tea leaf is relatively large. Uh, just from the title, we call it Snow Peer Buddha Hand. If you're interested in the, and besides the shape of the tea leaf is is very lovely, a little bit round oval. If you're interested, you can go to check our link. Besides this tea, I emphasize again, this tea is from the co-production of Wuyi tea. Okay. To bring a good cup of Wuyi tea, for this tea, if you already tried some Wuyi tea before, because Wuyi tea beside features its uh, very rich, very rich fruity aroma. Besides, this tea is also characterized by its intensity. In the but h- However, for this 雪梨佛手 or snow pea Buddha hand, this tea is relatively mild. So if you're a beginner, you can try the tea to water ratio like 1 to 20 to 1 to 30, like this guy 120 ml I take like 6 grams, 6 grams. But if you are a beginner, you can try 5 grams. Regarding the water temperature, please use above 95 degrees, 203 Fahrenheit, or, or just boiled water. Just boiled water is the best. Sleeping time for this tea, a few seconds to 15 seconds will be enough. This is the basic information regarding the brain you may need to know before you brew this tea. For this tea, you can choose a guy one or ordinary teapot. The guy one is the best. If you not you don't get used to use guy one, you can just use a teapot. Teapot. Okay. So, any questions? If you have any questions, if you have any questions, please feel free to share your comments. Okay. First step, as usual, in our Chinese tea ceremony, the first step. Does anybody know the first step in Chinese tea ceremony? This is essential. The first step, we call it preheating. Preheating process to preheat. If you're interested in anything we are showing in our live stream, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. Preheat the teapot. Guy one. For Wiro tea, the local people they have uh, habit. They have a tradition to moist the tea before the first infusion. But for this moist infusion, you don't have to discard it. You can remain it, keep it. In the end of this tea ceremony, you can retry again. This is 雪梨佛手鱼肉 I want to share with you today. You can see because the tea leaf, the tea strip of this 岩茶雪莉佛手 is large. That's why I recommend you to use a guy one. The guy one is one of the best utensil. And then we can shake a few seconds and smell the dry tea. Mm. This dry tea features its very pleasant baked aroma, caramel fragrance. First step, the moist infusion. Before the first step, we moist the tea. This moist infusion, you don't have to discard it. You just keep it. In the end of this tea ceremony, we can retry again. We call it as there's a very lovely, lovely nickname for this tea. We call this soup. Moist infusion is recover a recovery soul soup. So you can find. Uh, you can just keep it in a second. I gonna find it. Good morning. Good morning, wine. Good morning. This moist infusion, we call it recovery. So just leave it, keep it, and then we're gonna try again in the end of tea ceremony. Okay, we call it recovery soul soup. Now we can start our first infusion. Water temperature here we use above uh, the best is just boil the water above 95 degrees Celsius. I cannot wait to try it. Keep your kettle high. This tea, when you brew this tea, keep your kettle high too strong to create um, fast, to create a fast and a strong water stream. The tea lady, long time no see. Greetings from hello the age star. Hello, hello sister. I hope you are doing great as well. Okay, keep your head so high. For this tea, steeping time uh, should be well controlled. Water in, water out. This tea for this tea, you don't have to steep over. You cannot steep over time. A few seconds. A few seconds. Water in, water out. Wow, beautiful soup. Greetings from San Diego, California. Hello, Jim. Hello, James. Hello, guys. For the moment, we are drinking this new arrival Chinese Wuyi tea is called 雪梨佛手 snow pear Buddha hand. It's kind of it's one of this tea is kind of oolong among 岩茶. I don't know before have ever heard Chinese Wuyi 岩茶 Wuyi tea 岩茶. This is our first infusion. Beautiful golden color. Wow. This color is really wow, golden color. Wow, it's very beautiful. Mm. Especially for the aroma. Wonderful. Uh, this was really for so even you're a beginner without any Chinese tea experience, you can enjoy this tea. First time with the light to view the tea. Very pleasant, fruity aroma. Very, very pleasant. This is the tea soup. Let me. This tea, this 雪梨佛手 is characterized by its uh, mm, very pleasant, uh, uh, very pleasant and fresh snow pear aroma. Snow pear aroma. It smells sweet, but this sweet, unlike the sugar cane sweet, it's more like, it's more like snow pear. Snow pear. In fact, snow pear is not a pear variety. It's you can see it as like a Chinese desert, especially in autumn. Uh, we have a traditional to uh, cook pear plus raw candy, and if you unfa- when I talk this with if you never try it, it's very simple. You just get some pear and buy some raw candy. In Chinese called 冰糖, raw candy from Asian store. If you can find in your city, and then you cook it together, mm, and this is actually the fragrance we call it snow pear aroma, 雪梨. Do you refuse do you reuse the tea after steeping? For sure, Lincoln, for sure. This tea, like this tea, can be infused, brewed over 10 infusion. For Chinese teas in general, you can, especially for oolong, you can definitely reuse over 10 infusions. Mm, I really love this snow pear aroma plus um, uh, very pleasant, a light, subtle, flowery fragrance. Now let me try it. Snow pear. From the title, in general for a Chinese tea title, like this tea, 雪梨佛手, snow pear Buddha hand. From the title, for Chinese tea's title, in general indicates uh, a few things. Where this tea from? Flavor, taste, notes of this tea, the color of this tea, like 雪梨佛手. 雪梨 is referring to the flavor taste profile. 佛手, a Buddha hand. This is the name of this tea cultivar. This tea is made from 佛手, 佛手 tea cultivar. Uh, uh, now let me. Hmm, uh, it tastes sweet. It tastes mellow. After drinking in your mouth, uh, instantly fit with this freshness of pear, freshness of pear, gentleness, and the sweetness of pear. This tea, uh, if even you are beginner, this tea you can try. Among Wiro tea sold in our tea shop, not every Wiro tea I would recommend the Chinese tea beginner to try. For like 肉桂, for this tea, because 肉桂's features, it's a very distinctive cinnamon aroma. Not everybody, let's say, because this tea, like, however, for this 雪梨佛手. This tea, when you're a beginner, I think you can enjoy. You can enjoy. It doesn't demand too much Chinese tea experience. Mm. It's very smooth. The texture is great. It's smooth. This tea, when you smell the dry tea, as I said, you can perceive a gentle baked aroma, but when you drink it, you barely feel this baked fragrance, the baked scent. Do you know why? Because this tea is very well, first of all, very well crafted. Besides, because to remain distinctive, prominent snow pear aroma, uh, in the end of the tea, in the end of the making tea, for the drying process, this tea is in fact crafted with light medium baking level. That's why for this tea, first of all, uh, light medium baking process is first of all to remain the tea flavor tea flavor take sides to guarantee pronounced snow pear aroma. What to do if you can drink 10 infusion at the same time? How to store the in general, within one day, it's okay. Like in the morning, in the morning you brew this tea, right? And uh, you infuse like five infusions. At night, it's okay, except when the weather is very super hot. In general, we can re-drink at night. Otherwise, with another way, economic way, you can just take the rest the tea inside a bottle, inside a bottle, and freeze it inside bottle, and then freeze it in the refrigerator, and to do the cold green, cold green. But mm, this tea is characterized by its full-bodied, fruity snow pear aroma. After drinking, this snow pear feed up your entire mouth. The tea will come with a little sachet like this, and each sachet weighs like 8 8.5 grams, 85 grams. It's easy for you, convenient for you to store this tea and also take out. Once you take out from the freezer, can you do the hot brewing again or just the cold? In general, if you uh, within one day, my my experience is if I like this morning, if the morning I brew this tea and I still drink it, uh, uh, but if you use it for the cold brewing, like you this tea, I after a few infusion put in a bottle and then put some water to do a hot cold brewing. This tea, it you there's no any okay. You don't uh, do the hot brewing again because in general, because once you use for the cold brewing, the tea fragrance and the flavor come out. Mm. Hello, Tracy. Hello. Good morning. Welcome to join live stream. For the moment, we are enjoying this wonderful uh, 武夷 roti 雪梨佛手 features its a prominent snow pear fruity aroma. This is purity. I mean, purity in Chinese tea context means this tea is without blending with anything. Purity for the all aroma taste. It's 100% from tea itself. Let me show you the soaked leaves. Wow, look at it. Look, the soaked leaves. They look very alive. Mm, mm, beautiful. Mm. Uh, This 雪梨佛手, I think everybody would love it. This tea, even for the beginner, uh, quite big for tea leaf. Yeah, that's why I call it 佛手, Buddha hand, because basically this tea cultivar, 雪梨佛手, 佛手 is referring to the cultivar name. This tea is made from 佛手 tea cultivar. And if you're interested, you go to check our item link. You can see the website showing on the bottom of the live stream. The 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 fresh leaf, it's quite a large, almost uh, it's it's a, the size is almost like half of my hand, half half of my hand. Now this tea highly recommend too, especially you are Chinese tea beginner, but you are curious about Wuyi Wuyi roti. Uh, Among Chinese tea lovers, there's a famous quote: Chinese tea, the destination of Chinese tea is uh, Wuyi roti and Shongpu. Why? Because Wuyi roti is characterized by its very pronounced, prominent, rich, fruity, flowery notes that you cannot find from other teas. So that's why Vivo tea is so much adored, liked by Chinese tea lovers. What country like this tea the most besides? What country? Which country like this? Country Oolong. Uh, 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 what country? Because for we wrote tea, we the best way we drink is Gong Fu Cha Wei. It's not about the country location, it's about the people. If they first of all they because we wrote tea, you can see we consider we wrote tea as advanced tea, advanced tea among Chinese teas. Advanced here is referring to only for people they already try some uh, in general, only for people they already have some experience in Chinese teas. They want to discover more to enrich the tea experience. That's why we wrote tea in our live stream. When I introduce a we wrote tea, we wrote tea for me. When I introduce to you, I always be more detailed because we wrote tea is known for its complexity in the flavor and taste. Uh, so when you deal with such complicated tea, the explanation should be more explicit so that you understand that. For this 雪梨佛手, for this tea, uh, technically, even you're a beginner, if you want to try roti, this one, you can try this one. 雪梨佛手, this one is one of the most this one features its mildness and gentleness, subtleness among we roti. If interesting, please go to check our tea shop link here. I'll continue our second infusion. 100% purity without you. When you try this tea, you'll be surprised by this prominent snow pear aroma. You may think that this tea is blended with pear. No, it is 100% pure. That's the charm of Chinese tea. That's the charm of Chinese tea. This tea is from the co-production area, co-production Wuyi Mountain, from Wuyi Mountain. And the Wuyi Mountain, this place is very, it has a wonderful landscape, mountain landscape. And besides, if one day you have a chance, you can go. And why we call it rope tea? Because you can see that the some tea trees they're just growing up between two rocks, stones. Mm. And in this place, is the soil is super rich. This place, it's like a valley. Uh, it's this place possess we call it a microclimate, recognized one of the best place for the growth of tea trees. Now continue our second infusion. Second infusion. Keep your kettle high. This is tea steeping a few seconds. Few seconds. Water in, water out. What food get well with food? When you try this tea, for Chinese, that's a good question. Because in other tea ceremony, I mean outside China, you may see some the desert on the tea table. But for when you discover Chinese tea, the best way uh, you can if you can eat some food before uh, drink this tea, but during the tea session, I don't recommend any to eat any big food because first of all, uh, especially for Chinese green tea, high grade white tea, they are very defined, very refined, subtle, gentle. Mm. So if you eat something, if you during the tea session, if you eat the food, send the food, the food, and especially for the desserts will affect uh, the tea flavor and taste. So for this tea, if you want to eat something, it's okay, but I recommend you eat something before to drink this tea so that you can fully enjoy our second infusion. Mm. Wow, look at this golden color. That's very beautiful. Mm. This tea has a very pronounced character of uh, mm, fresh, sweet, snow pear aroma notes, and accompanied with uh, old tea bush, and just call it 老醋, old tea bush, woody fragrance, and subtle nectar aroma, sweet aroma, and a flowery fragrance. It smells very complex, complicated. After drinking this snow pure, instantly freed up your entire mouth. Mm. That's the charm of Wuyi tea. Uh, this tea uh, characterized its unique tea character and Chinese we call it 炎韵, very highly recommend to you. After drinking, sweet of taste is great as well. Mm. Wow. Um, one of the the number we can almost say call it it's the most the mind is the mind is the we wrote tea. Because for other we wrote tea 大红袍呃大红袍大红袍肉桂 actually they has a certain intensity. But for this tea, not this. That's why I say this tea. Even you're a beginner, this tea you will love it. So funny questions. See, this fantastic, um, wonderful we wrote tea. 雪梨佛手 snow pure Buddha hand. This tea. If I'm interested in any we wrote tea, you can start. You can start this tea. We wrote tea is always recognized as an inevitable pace, mountain to discover among Chinese teas. We wrote tea. Mm. After pouring the tea out, smell the fig. This the sweet fruity fragrance is long lasting. Thanks. You're welcome. The tea, the tea will come with uh, the tea is wrapped with a small sachet. Uh, each sachet is 8.5 grams. Hello, hello, 你好 hello. 雪梨佛手 雪梨佛手. This is a 佛手 Buddha hand. This tea sounds very zen, right? 佛手 Buddha's hand. Buddha's hand. 佛手. Because this tea is Fosho is the name of the tea cultivar. This is made from Fosho tea cultivar. Like Meizhan. In our previous live stream, I presented a wonderful, fantastic green tea called Meizhan. Meizhan is made from Meizhan tea cultivar. So you see that for green tea, do you know why green tea is a general name for the tea? Oolong tea crafted with traditional uh, craftsmanship from Wuyi mountain called as Wuyi road tea. This is a general name, overall name. Uh, but each Wuyi road tea tastes different. Like 肉桂、大红袍、梅占、水仙、呃雪梨佛手, they taste just simply different. Why? Because made from the different tea cultivar. The tea cultivar determines the basic flavor and taste. Okay. Waiting for the water. Continue our second infusion. This. If you're interested in anything we are showing in the live stream, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. This is the guy one hand handmade handwritten Chinese calligraphy guy one. This guy one shape is very lovely. It's with a round belly. It's very lovely. Waiting for the water. A few seconds. Water in, water out. We see our second. This is our third infusion. Wow. Look at this pure Chinese 雪梨佛手. Look at this. Hello, hello. This tea, this 雪梨佛手 has prominent, remarkable snow pear, snow pear fruity fragrance, plus old bush woody fragrance, and then light sweet nectar fragrance. The overall aroma is intoxicating, very charming, very very charming. Mm. It tastes mellow. It's very tasty, smooth on the palate. When the tea comes into your mouth, instantly this remarkable freshness of snow pear filling up, instantly filling up your entire mouth. And after drinking, this the flavor still lingering, and besides the great sweet of taste, what what else you expect from a tea? What else? You see, that's why we among Chinese tea lovers, we describe Wiro tea as Chinese tea destination, an inevitable um, path mountain you're gonna discover if you are Chinese tea lover. Chinese tea is like a new word, you know, like a new word, and unlike any tea you ever try in your life. Because for Chinese tea, for Chinese we just need water. That's all. We just need water without adding of like this tea. For all aromas, flavor, taste, you perceive from this tea, is 100% pure from this tea. From that's why we call it pure tea. Pure tea. Without that, this tea compared with other we wrote tea, I don't mean that other we wrote this tea is better than other we wrote. We this comparison just from the aspect of intensity, especially for beginner, especially for beginner. Uh, Certain we wrote tea, the intensity may be too strong, too much for you. So if you're a beginner, this one, even you're a beginner, you never try any Chinese tea in your life. This tea, uh, it's very acceptable regarding the intensity of the tea, without any astringency and bitterness. Yes, the sweet of taste must be sweet for sure. Yeah. If I enjoy this tea, please go to check out the shop link in our bio. I continue. um, our fourth infusion. This is our fourth infusion. When you smell the soup, this sweet fruity fragrance is very prominent, remarkable. Well, the colors, yeah, the color even for the tenth infusion, the color still keep the very rich golden bright tea hair tea, mm, the tea soup. Mm. That's the charm of that's the charm of that's the charm of Chinese tea. In fact, the Wiro tea making process among Chinese teas is one of the most uh, is one of the most complicated, complicated tea. And it could explain why this tea, so much people adore this tea because people love chase, looking for the complexity in the flavor and taste. If you're interested in this tea, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio. This is very mild, smells very mild, gentle. Compared with other we wrote, this is categorized by its long-lasting, uh, pronounced, snow fresh, sweet, snow pure fruity fragrance, plus flowery, flowery notes, and the nectar fragrance. Uh, all the tea bush woody fragrance as well. After drinking this sweetness of snow pear, snow pear surrounded inside your mouth, and especially for the sweetness, this sweetness, natural sweetness, is uh, similar to Chinese rock candy. Snow pear is referring to uh, a Chinese desert. Snow pear. Pear is not only referring to the pears, the pear, the fruit pear. Snow pear is referring to a traditional, uh, very simple to prepare, traditional Chinese dessert. We use, especially in autumn time, we use the fresh pear. You see the pear everywhere in autumn, and plus raw candy, and we'll cook together uh, to make the sweet soup, a sweet dessert. And that this fragrance, we call it snow pear for this tea, is similar to that desert aroma. Snow pear. Morning, hello, Koya. For the moment, we are for the moment we are drinking this. We are we are enjoying this new arrival, a Chinese snow pear Buddha hand we wrote it 雪梨佛手. Now continue our fifth infusion. This tea can be infused over 10 infusions. This is our fifth thing. Let's look at this golden soup. Yeah, this snow pear is very healing. This fragrance is, personally, I love it. I thought it's intoxicating, healing. This we wrote is really mine, very, very mine. Sweet. Oh, please, please see the soft lips. You can see this tea. The tea leaves is relatively large. Buddha's hand, 佛手, this tea culture. See that? It's large. Uh, See, the tea leaf is elastic. Red age. From screen, you may think it's dark. No. When you receive it, when you bring it, you can take one and to see. In fact, this tea leaf has a very remarkable character of oolong. Red age, green leaf. So funny questions? See, I love it. For the moment, the moment we are bringing a new arrival, Chinese 雪梨佛手 snow pear Buddha hand, we wrote the yen cha. It's kind of oolong, one of the most famous Chinese oolong. This tea is characterized by its remarkable, prominent, fresh snow pear aroma plus old tea bush woody fragrance and nectar aroma, a flowery fragrance. In general, the fragrance of this tea is very, very rich, complex, and besides this tea, compared with other Chinese Wuyi and cha, uh, uh, this tea is this is tea is quite mild. Mm, its features is mildness among Wuyi tea. If I chance to beginner, you're curious in Wuyi tea, this tea, just go ahead. This tea, go to try this tea. It will open a new world for you. Chinese oolong will open new world, especially for premium quality Chinese oolong. It's a new world. If a big tea lover, just if a tea lover, this one I highly recommend to you. Continue our sixth infusion. This tea can be infused over 10 infusion. Mm. Sixth infusion. This tea, even for the 10th infusion, the color tea soup still remains almost the same like the first infusion. you're drinking, your entire mouth is surrounded by this lingering, lasting, long-lasting um, snow pear, fresh snow pear aroma and the notes. It's very tasty on the palate, tasty, smooth on the palate. It's sweet. It's sweet. You see, even you're a beginner, you will love it. You will love it. Uh, okay, yeah. I'll come back in a few seconds. And then we continue our T-way section. If you're interested in anything we're showing the live stream, please go to see, check our link in our bio. That's our eighth or seventh infusion. After the late infusions, you can sleep. You can prolong your sleeping time. Look at beautiful. Look at this golden, like it clear like a crystal. Wow, beautiful. Okay, if you're interested in this tea, please go to check our tea shop link in our bio now. Like that, that's really a few months I haven't tried it, and I haven't introduced any, present any Chinese hand, hand crafted bamboo woven basket. This one personally I love it. I really. First of all, please look at the details of this bamboo basket. It looks very delicate, refined, elegant, and besides very light. This entire piece is 100% handcrafted, pure handcrafted bamboo woven basket. It's very light. Now, especially summertime, soon autumn, if you want to do the tea picnic outside. For this, please see the details. The bamboo, entire bamboo basket is uh, hand painted with the traditional Chinese lacquer, so you don't have to worry about if the basket get molded. Even you are living in a very humid place, if the bamboo get molded, it's very easy to clean just with the wet towel and to erase the molded part. Please look at it. Inside, it will come with a cotton, the cotton cushion. That's really lovely. Just look at. Two size available. This is a small size. We also have a big size. It's very elegant for lady and gentlemen. This one, if you maintain well, and if you maintain well, it can last over 10, 20, 10, 2 decades. If you are interested in this basket, please go to check our tea shop thinking of it. This is the first basket, and also this one. This one you can also use as a home decoration. If you want to store some teaware or teas, in it's 100% handmade, handmade, 100% handmade bamboo Chinese bamboo woven basket. Look at the details of. You can also use it as a bus. You can also take outside. It's very light, bamboo woven. Wow, this one. What is the for this basket? Two colors available, two sizes available as well. Inside is a bag, 100% handmade bamboo, handmade bamboo woven basket. Please see details. It's light, even for ladies if you want to use it as a lady bag. It's very elegant as well. Two colors available. This is a brown and this is golden. Please see the details well. Inside there's a bag. You can use it as a lady bag, a tea bag. Two colors available. Now I want to show you this guy one. This is the guy I'm using today. Purely handcrafted and handwritten with the artistic Chinese calligraphy. The garden shape is very lovely. This shape we call 元宝 with the round belly. And then you can see the edge of the guy one is curved. Means this guy one functions very well, especially when you hold it with your three fingers. Outside hand written with Chinese calligraphy. We call it as blue white porcelain. Classical. If you are hesitating to choose a Chinese teaware, you don't know what to choose. The first option I recommend to our clients always calligraphy because calligraphy is uh, one of the most antique Chinese tea art since the invention of Chinese language. Calligraphy is a timeless beauty. This one, even in 100, 200 years, you return to look at this piece, it still looks very classical. This is a guy one. This guy one is small, 110 to 120 ml. For the tea tray have two options. This is a round tray and also have a rectangle one. Very classic. Y- they are sold. You can buy them separately. You can also buy it as a tea set. This the little tea tray, about 14 cm. You can match with any kind of teapot you want. Very classical. It works very well. Or you can also just use it as a home decoration. If I interest anything while sharing the live stream, please go to check out the shop link in our bio. So funny questions. If you don't have any further questions, time to say goodbye. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much for watching, and I will be very happy to see you again in our next Thursday. Okay, take care. Have a beautiful Sunday, peaceful night. See you next time. See you next time. Bye bye. Ciao, ciao.